So I'm getting down to separating the case, and some of the shit you gotta do is just remove all the covers that are gonna be around, you know, actually holding the case halves together. It's still there. No biggie. That looks like a 17. Let me go find one. Try to just see if I can get it loose. And it is starting to come loose. Oh. Goes in to that hole inside, and these threads are so that you can remove the flywheel, or I guess this is the flywheel. So let me see if I can find a bolt that's going to work for that. I think it's like an 18 or something like that. So I found an axle that I think either went to this KZ400 build that I had, or it was an a RT180 rear axle, and I did manage to get it started in there, and it's the correct threads. Now it's sort of already beveled at the end, and I remember hearing that you could take a bolt and bevel it. I know it's going to get in there. Whoop. Yeah. So this thing's just not working because I can't get enough leverage when the damn thing is so fucking long. And I want to get a bolt, but I want to check it. And I got a feeler here. So it's a 1.5, and I checked it with this, and I believe it's a 16. So I will find and or order a 16 millimeter 1.5 pitch bolt, and well, I could also see how much the puller costs. I know that in the book here, it was a little bit further back. Move 5 Allen bolts. Do not remove the 3 Allen bolts. Remember that. Alternator cover. Remove the bolt and washer. Securing the alternator rotor. That's that one. That was easy. If necessary, use the strap wrench. That thing right there. While removing the bolt. This is the puller, which is kind of really neat because this outer part here goes into the threads that are, you know, what this bolt right here is doing, and then this other bolt goes in and pushes it out. I don't know if it talks about it. Screw in a flywheel puller until it stops. Use a wrench on the puller and tap on the end of it with your hand, or push or a plastic mallet. Remove the puller and rotor. So I'm gonna look into the video, just confirm that it was a 16 millimeter, because you know, it's the same friggin' thing. You're screwing something in to get something out. I don't think I can get a flywheel puller or feel like investing in it. It's probably gonna be at least $30 for one, or something like that. But I'll move on to keep taking off more crap from around the case. Crap. Everything's costing more and making more trouble. Probably almost killed my battery. I got all the crap off of this side. I'm gonna leave in the kick idler gear and the oil pump gear, and this might have to come out later. That I'm still working on. I'm gonna order a bolt and find it, but I'm gonna take off that cover because there's a special oil pipe that has to come out of that side. Spidery shit. More spidery shit. And yeah, you know, there was moisture, water damage in here. I can tell. A little bit of rust on some spots, and the foaminess, the milky color. Oh, you do have to remove this side cover because look, the case splits right through there, and this is the special oil. Oh, somebody has taken it off before, unless they did that when they were putting it on. Son of a bitch, what'd they try to take it off with? They give up? I don't know. So it's nice they mark those, because some people get so confused about how they line up. I feel like this right here should line up perfectly, but maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Oh, that's kind of cute. This is like way more complicated than the Hondas. Oh my god. You could... there's rust on that spring too, son of a bitch. Unless that's paint. It could be paint. It's a T30. I got those inside the house. Might not go any further tonight on taking this apart. Or I'll keep the video going. I'll just make it a little bit longer video. Okie doke. So I'm back in the garage, and it's not incredibly cold out today, but you can see the steam coming off my breath. Gives you an idea. I'm taking off the special oil pipe. Oh. And I have my T30 Torx bit. I already got one out. It's in there really good. They say it's on there with Loctite, and I believe them. That just means that it's like tight the whole way you go loosening out. This one bit, I swear, it looks like it's almost stripped. Somebody must have tried getting it out at one time or another. I'm lucky they didn't totally fuck it up. I don't know how easy this thing is gonna. Whoa! All right, just straight up comes right off. There's no O-ring on it, and looks like it goes right. And I must squirt oil directly into that. Right there is the one of the shafts. I don't know which shaft that goes to. Huh. Funny. Cool. Alright, so there's that. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna move on and check to make sure which bolts I'm supposed to be taking out to separate the cases. Oh, this gasket here is gonna be fucked because it goes right between the cases. Yeah, that one's already fucked. Alright, so the next part, I'll lift this up. It says to remove 34 through 23. I had that covered up just to sort of protect it a little. And it looks like it left smegma on it. Whatever. This one's 32, and according to the manual, it goes 34, 33, 32 is the one that's inside, 31, 30, 29, 38, 38, so these doot, and then doot, and then doot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I missed that one. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I missing? 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this is another one. 12. And they're either 10s or 12s. I got a 12. That one's a 13. That one is... Oh, I got the 10. Maybe that's a 12 then. Let's see. Is it... That one's a 12. That one's a 12. This one's a 12. Okay, so I can work on number 34. You say loose them all a half a turn first, starting with 34 and going, going down.
So we really need transparency, targeting, and performance-based on an equivalent basis. We actually think if you do those, lower investment.
Okay, so we have Amazon. We have this. We promised them, I think, $3 billion something in subsidies.
Down loose.
Subsidies total.
Switch to 12.
Much of it is performance-based, 2.7 billion.
Okay, 2.7. And so, what are you going to be listening for in the budget?
Oh my God.
Specifically for Amazon? Doesn't he have to
Fucking
change
in there.
something about those tax
I'm
credits?
kind of doing a half turn. Ooh. That was really fucking in there. Breaking my fucking wrench.
That particular tax credit ends.
Correct, it ends and the
Ooh.
so they're going to have to do
Wow.
That's something that we should be paying
That's...
attention to. Well, actually, you pay attention to it.
I already soaked it, but I know for a fact that this isn't going to go any deeper than the top half. Jesus, let me try it without. There. Man, that's rough. Got it. Okay. Jesus. Back to the 10 millimeter. That wasn't too bad. That one's another fucking 12. Back to a 12.
So it's very important. Our tax system is very uncompetitive, and the federal tax reform made it much worse. So if one of these super rich taxpayers moves to Florida, they can save $1,000 a year. That motion is hard to track, but we see some of that, and so we have to be very sensitive on how we treat these people because they fund so many services.
I just want to get this straight. 1 out of every 5 taxpayer dollars comes from one group of people.
I hope these ones come out a little bit nicer, because I gotta use the extension on it. Maybe. I might not have to, but... Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oof. Okay. Alright, they're all loose in a half turn. And, yeah, I'm really nervous about leaving the alternator on it. I haven't gotten my puller yet. We'll see. We'll see. I won't get to it yet. I'm gonna sort out these bolts.
Wonderful time to be smart in the long run.
Perhaps a GOP chairman Ed Cox, some are calling
I
for him
have
to step down.
something prepared for this. Oh my god, it got tight again. I thought I loosened it more than that.
I don't dabble in all of that. I think, frankly, it was a tough road this last year, and certainly no one knows that better than I do. But I will say this: if the message is we need to re-energize.
This here is number 34.
Who we are? My answer is yes, that's true, absolutely, without question. We as a party can't
It's
be
tight the whole way.
We also have to be clear that many of the advances in New York State over the last several decades.
Here's why I'm gonna show you. I just put notches in an egg frame, so as I'm doing them, I won't lose the order, and I'll have them held just like that. It says all bolts have washers, which is bullshit, because this one did not fucking have a washer. They must be talking about the ones underneath or something like that. But then, no, that's the top part of the crankcase. Except for two within the oil filter. Whatever. So, I can make it like a little time lapse. Just show off me taking out all the friggin' bolts. Coveted number 32.
Customer relationships and the safety and security of all-wheel drive in every Subaru vehicle. Westhurst Subaru is located on Southwestern Boulevard or at westhurstsubaru.com.
We're back with Mark Molinaro, Dutchess County Executive. So let's briefly talk about where the Republican Party is right now here in the state as well as nationally. Are you comfortable with what you're seeing?
No, because we're not sending a message that that voters truly understand. Listen, we ought to be about a lot.
Years or something like that. AIM aid has been flat. That's the general aid that counties and towns receive to do with what they need to.
The county does. Cities, towns, and villages do receive AIM. It has been flat, and it's a mistake. And I talked about this during the campaign, but nobody cares now. But I will say to you, I can sense it. No, my point is that I was here when we adopted the property tax cap. I served on the governor's mandate relief team. There needs to be a focus on driving down the cost this state imposes on local property taxpayers, and you can get there by some mandate relief and some agencies. If we're not investing in our partners, we're not helping towns, villages, and cities do their job, we're not able to effectively serve people and improve our infrastructure.
All right. So does the county get any money from the state budget?
Yes, I mean it's usually through reimbursements as part of our relationship with the delivery of services. We don't get direct aid, so Medicaid, indigent legal services.
Is that money coming in on time?
Basically, I mean, we don't have a drag or delay in that because some of it is we spend, they reimburse. Some of it is they spend and we match. But at the end of the day, remember, this state government continues to force more onto local taxpayers than any state in America. With Medicaid, well, all of the mandates, but Medicaid principally. And we haven't given it either the flexibility or the relief necessary, and that's what's important. Listen, there are people living in generational poverty who need a government that's going to help them. And I want Medicaid to work. But I can't do that if we're entirely handcuffed by a state government that's immovable and flexible. I'm all for the property tax cap. I sponsored it when I was here. But we need the latitude at the local level to drive down costs and also improve the delivery of service.
So the governor, I'll bet you $1 billion that the governor doesn't talk about taking over the cost of Medicaid from the counties.
I will just upstate, downstate. It's rich, poor. It's the insiders and everyone else. It's the powerful and those who feel like they're left out. We have a system of government that has lost its heart. And I understand the need to make reforms. I congratulate the majorities. I congratulate the governor. Listen, they're pushing ahead with their agenda. But there are countless New Yorkers who are being priced out of existence in upstate. There's countless New Yorkers on Long Island who don't think there's a future. And there's systems of government like infrastructure, transportation, social services that aren't working because we've lost our commitment to effectively deliver service and doing it in a way that's compassionate and passionate.
Can you give us an example of how we're not doing?
Oh my gosh, well, you can start with transit in the city, but I would say I go back to Medicaid. Medicaid is a system that is so overburdened by bureaucracy that it's not necessarily
Holy shit, that one's really
empowering
fucking long.
people to seek and achieve independence. In particular, the last bastion of prejudice in our country is how we treat those with developmental disability. And the fact that direct care has to come here and advocate and irritate in order to get their living income is obscene. Yeah, that's something we have to focus on.
So to be fair, for direct care folks were here earlier in the week, and they were, or perhaps last week, and they said that they're advocating for a 2% COLA, which is the cost of living, and they want more money from the governor,
Yeah.
just to do what they do.
Those living with developmental disabilities are treated as second-class citizens in this state, and it has to end. And it has to be that we're supporting the staff that helps them, because they're not just doing it because it's a job, they're doing it because they love it, and they have individuals whose lives depend on them. And more importantly, these are individuals, as you know, one of whom is my daughter, who have such potential if only our state removes some of the bureaucratic burdens, invests effectively, and creates opportunities. And that's the kind of thing that we should be focused on.
All right, so you've said this to me before, but I've never had the wherewithal
Alright.
to say, give me.
So what I'm gonna do, because my little egg cart thing didn't work, it just fucking broke apart. They say to use cardboard, I think, in the manual, but I don't just have cardboard sitting around that I can punch holes in. These are relatively the same. The first two are like that. These ones here are all the same. I'm just gonna remember the order. I'm gonna take a picture, because I'm only gonna put them all in, you know, the same bag. And I could basically figure out that these are the big ones, and that those two right there go that way. So, and that little thing was on it. Alright, I made a mistake, and number 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, I guess. I forgot that one. It's a freaking super long one, and it's a 12mm, so don't forget that one. So, an update. I got the 16mm, 0.5mm pitch, and I just got 60mm length because I figured that would be long enough. And I did the test. Well, the guy, first off, the video that I found said that you should take the edge off the top, but this one looks like it's actually really nicely set up. Like, I don't think I have to round it, because what it's pushing on is basically flat inside of there. And I think, like I said, I already tried pushing it just to make sure. So, the deal, I think I'm gonna have to take this out, put it through here, and then set this bitch on the floor, because I've got to get it so that when this is turning, that right there will hit the floor, or hit this way on the floor, or that way. It'll hit that end. So when I actually get to cracking this, that's all I'm gonna do. Give me a little bit. Okay. Picked the thing up, got it on the floor. I'm really surprised that I just happen to have the right size sockets like all the time. I got him a breaker bar. I have no idea if this is gonna fucking hold. Now he said it, oh yeah, it's gotta go this way. He said that you'll end up lifting off the floor unless you're taking it the right way. So I should probably pull it this way.
WHYY in Philadelphia. Eric Gross with Fresh Air.
I'm putting the nut.
Victim residing
Ugh.
with the Washington Post
I don't even know if
around
this is gonna
Bureau
work.
Chief. He was arrested in
We'll find out.
Philadelphia and accused of being an American spy.
He was like,
But that doesn't matter when you're being held in Iran's every prison, which is notorious for its horrible conditions, the interrogations, and the torture some prisoners are subjected to. Retired by Yegi, who is released after 2 months,
yay!
2.5 years.
Got it.
In solitary,
Woo!
interrogated over
Holy fuck.
Iran tried to
And I didn't destroy it.
and getting
How wonderful.
from the US.
Ooh.
Limiting
Damn.
Iran's nuclear program.
That's
The Washington Post
another one of those
Obama
epic struggles.
administration, friends, colleagues,
This is like one of those little
pressured Iran
Asian
to-
nail
He's now suing the
like
Iranian government for taking
string
hostage
puzzles.
and psychologically torturing
Ball and
him.
string puzzle.
He's written a memoir about
Oh
the
my
Iranian
god.
prison.
Okay.
He now writes for the global opinion section of
Oh
the
shit.
Washington
Okay.
Post.
So
Jason Rezaian
that off to the
mentions
side.
his
Deal with that later. Oh look, and the bolt totally comes out now. Until the next time. Thank you, Home Depot. I can flip this fucker over. Start taking it apart. So that was fun. Picking it up. Luckily my ATV jack has basically the perfect shape for, you know, acting like blocks of wood to hold up the angle so that you're not just putting tons and tons of stress on these. It is bending them slightly, but I've seen people having these things just sitting right on them. It just said to put some cardboard down or something to protect the bolts. But this is what it looks like underneath this motor, and I'm pretty impressed. I forgot to take these out. These are the little rubber baffles, I guess. I don't remember where I put the other two. Oh, they're still static out here. So these things always leak oil because you can probably never seal it right. Should turn my light. And by the way, tons of oil is pouring out now from the inside, including crud that I missed. And I'm going to juice up all of these bolts like it's really going to do anything. And we'll start taking it apart in a few minutes. See you later. Now, I'm going to have to take off the oil filter cover because those are the first two you have to take out. Either they're the last two. Turn the crank over, half turn, bolts 22 through 1, starting from the highest number. Okay, so I got that wrong. I'm guessing, wait, 21. I have to take off the oil cover because these bolts aren't included. So, oil cover's got to come off, then there's 3 bolts behind there, and 2 of them underneath the oil filter cover. And then you're working down from 22 to 1. Loosen them all, half turn first, and then take them out. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Here's something good to note. These are all the bolts that came out. All of them were short. The 2 of them had the clips on them. 4 long ones went 1, 2, 3, 4 at the deeper end of the oil pan. There you go. Also, take note, there is a pry point underneath the shifter. You have to be careful, because I swear to God, I was worried about cracking this. I put that down, I wedged screwdriver in right there, and she popped off. Only after banging it with a hammer for a lot. And it looks like my gasket is totally already torn, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm gonna have to buy new gaskets. I've kind of already come to that conclusion. You can buy a set for like $80 or something like that. Ugh, boy. I want to pop this thing open while it's on camera. Years. Holy
and he was interrogated over and over again. He now writes for the global opinion section of the Washington Post. Were you ever tortured?
I believe I was tortured throughout the entire process
really good
in a very specific way.
Here.
This is
Yep.
the definition of psychological
So,
torture.
this might be a reason why
Confinement is torture.
my starter clutch was filthy, because there is
Putting somebody on a sham trial,
piles of
compelling them to confess to things that they
gooey,
didn't do.
rusty, grimy crud at the bottom. I had no idea it was that bad. Right there where it sucks in. That's nasty, dude. Shit. So that means a whole bunch of that probably fell in when I flipped this fucker upside down.
But you had a lot of,
Let's get in a little deeper here.
as a result of being
Yep. Chunks of shit right there in the gears. Oh my God. So I can tell by the milkiness of it, yeah, there was condensation in there. Oh, and look, there's my awesome gear and my new ratcheting gear that I just put in. That's cool how that works. I like that. That's really neat. And I can't tell by looking at it from here if my second gear or my first gear is worn down. Doesn't look particularly worn, but it's definitely not dovetailed the right way. I think that's going to be something I gotta clean. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, this screen is so bad. And I gotta get further in there, so when I split the case, I don't know if I can find that chunk of ring. Oh, there's the spring, or there's the chain. Son of a bitch, that's so sad looking. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, that looks sad. Oh, that's awkward. Why is this all the way in here? I must have lost one in it. Oh my God, I'm so glad I popped open the case, except that would have been at the bottom and it wasn't a big deal. But what it did was it fell through this hole. I had no idea I was even missing one. That was when I was trying to get a circlip on the end of the Kickstarter gear, idler gear. Cool. Well, still don't see that piece of ring. It wasn't down in there unless it's buried in the smegma. Oh God, I got so much work ahead of me. This is interesting. This is very interesting. And I probably should have taken this off first because it's really fucking gross. Alright, I'll get that bastard off. That's what's next. These are really cool. Huh. So it's just moving all the time, huh? Oh, there's so much shit in there. I'm gonna have to take all these out and clean them. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm there with that guy. Clean up my oil pump. Oh shit. Okay, moving on. So it does say to remove the screen. I'm taking this off because when I flip it over, or if I have it sitting somewhere, I don't want it to get fucked up. This is the oil pump. There were 3 bolts, Allen bolts, that hold on the oil pump after you take off the screen. It does say to take off the screen. The short one is this one, and the 2 long ones are right here. And it says make sure you don't lose the locating dowel, but I don't know where that is yet. So
when someone is in a mental health emergency, where do they turn for help?
Join WBFO this Wednesday for a live Facebook conversation.
The way this thing
Crisis
felt, it
services,
felt like it
a
was like
lifeline for
really,
help.
really on
We'll
there.
be on location and take your questions. You'll learn about the many 24/7 calls Crisis Services responds to. It's part of our ongoing mental health
It didn't say to take a hammer to it though.
Wednesday at 1 on our
I don't really feel like
WBFO
doing
Facebook
that.
page for our live
Son of a bitch.
conversation.
It's really on there.
This is Fresh Air, and if you're just joining us, my guest
there it
is
is.
Jason Zine. While he was the Washington Post Tehran bureau chief in 2014, he was taken prisoner and put in Iran's most notorious
3
prison
bolts.
called Evin Prison. And he was held
coming.
there for 544 days. He's written a new memoir about that called Prisoner. He's now an opinion writer.
This
for
is the
Washington Post.
oil O-ring. It said don't lose that, and it said did not lose this
There's some
locating
very,
dowel, which is
surreal
filthy.
moments in your book that would be
And
really
there's
funny if
oil
they weren't so
pouring out of this
your
motherfucker
situation
now.
wasn't so horrible.
And I don't care. There's oil gonna be all over my fucking floor. But putting this into a bag because I realize I'm gonna have to clean the shit out of it. Oh Jesus! And it's going over there with the oil. Oil cover. Just kind of hanging out over there.
Like you and the guard started
Ugh.
asking, like, if there were a movie based on your
Yeah.
experience as a prisoner,
More
who
good
would
views
play
of
the
this
guard?
thing.
And who would
Okay.
play you? And so who did the
Clean with
guard
my hands
cast
a little
as
bit.
himself?
I'm gonna get into cracking these nuts.
That's really
Cracking these nuts.
This was
2, 4,
I feel like
6,
prison
8,
guard,
10,
you know,
12,
in this
14,
horrible prison,
16,
and,
I believe.
you're being interrogated all the time,
And
now you're like in the movie version, who wants to watch this?
oh, 18. Let's count. 19. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. I think I counted that right. Either way, you can see them all. 3 in the oil pan, 2 underneath the filter, and all the others you can see are all around it. And after that, with a little bit of prying and banging with the mallet, it says it's supposed to come off. I don't know if that was just going to drain out after I remove those bolts or not, but I'm hoping I just pick it up and dump it on the fucking floor, because this is a garage and this is a shithole. I probably should have taken off the oil filter cover. If you do this, I would recommend taking off the oil filter cover, because that just poured. And oil is fucking everywhere now. There was probably at least 1/8 of a quart of oil in there. A good oil. Son of a bitch. Whatever. So here's my trying to light up and see what's going on. I accidentally started to tighten up the lower numbers first, but hopefully it didn't fuck anything up. I loosened up these ones and I was like, wait a second. It goes 20, 2, 21, 20, 19, 18. They're all labeled right here, so you can't even fuck that up. And then I think it was
Tuesday, January 22nd, I'm Susan Arthur. With today's likely passage
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 10, 9, maybe 9. Oops, I forgot that one. You know, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Yep. 2, 1. So, totally forgot. I think this one right here sucks. I think. Nope, I got it. It was just a little tight. Now I'm working on, that was just loosen them all half a turn. And I'm gonna pull these all off on camera so that I can see what sizes they were, because I'm not really writing down which ones are which, or whatever in there. There's scary little hairlines all the way through this thing. I can't tell if it's cracked or if it's just shit. But I've seen, you know, aluminum cases, sometimes they get little hairlines on them, and it doesn't mean that they're cracked, it just looks like that. It's fucking old, you know.
But as NPR's Nina Totenberg reports, the Supreme Court has reversed course, at least for now.
You know, I'll do is I'll lay them all out.
Is on a
I'll make sure I take them out in order.
temporary. It strongly
This
suggests
is
that the
the
court's
deep one right here.
conservative majority ultimately
Yeah.
would support the transgender ban as a legitimate
Seeing how
exercise of
dirty it
executive
is
power. The court
in
did
it
not address that question
really
for
gives
now,
me a clue.
however.
I had
It
ones in
merely
here
allowed the ban to go
that I
into
pulled out
effect
from the oil
while
pump that had
litigation
rust
proceeds.
around them.
That could
And that's
take
coming
months or
from the
even
oiliest
years, and
thing
in the meantime, most
in there.
transgender
So
individuals will not
it's
be able to
frustrating
serve in
knowing
the
how
nation's military.
abused and
Nina Totenberg,
neglected
NPR
this thing
News,
was,
Washington.
and
And for the first
lets
time
me
in
know
nearly
how
a
much
decade, the
fucking work I
Supreme
gotta
Court is
do.
hearing a major gun rights case.
Clean it,
It
fix it.
involves New York City's ban on transporting permitted guns outside of the city lines, even if the gun isn't loaded and is locked in a container. Right now, guns can only be taken to the shooting ranges within the city limits. The case pits the city of New York against the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association. In Syria, there are over 1,200 foreign children of parents who joined ISIS and now languish in detention camps. Many of their home governments refuse to take them back. But two young brothers, both under the age of 12, have been freed to return home. As NPR's Ruth Sherlock reports,
20.
even for such young children,
20.
securing their release wasn't easy.
Securing
the freedom of Ayoub and Mahmoud, aged 7 and 11,
My toes is starting to get cold. I might have to give up early. Last 2 days it was below 0, and I called into work because they said it could. And I was like, alright, I need the money, but it was fucking cold. No one wants to torture their car. It was still 3 degrees when I got up this morning. Surprisingly, it ran okay. But it's 23 degrees out right now. And I think tonight
They've now all boarded water's
it's
private
supposed to
jet
be,
and are homeward bound
I don't know,
to Trinidad.
20s.
Ruth Sherlock,
That's a
NPR
long
News,
motherfucker.
Northern Iraq.
Home sales fell substantially last month. The National Association of Realtors says
21.
sales plunged 6.4% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate
God,
of
my toes.
$4.99 million in December. That's the worst pace in nearly 3 years.
I don't
Also
care
lower
there's
by the
any
closing bell, the Dow down 301 points at 24,404. The Nasdaq down 136 points at 7020.
I don't know if I
That's a
ever
nearly
need to
2%
remove that
drop.
either.
And the S&P 500 was down 37 points to end at 2632. You're listening to NPR News from Washington.
This is WBFO News. I'm Mark Wozniak. It took $733,000 in 5 years of planning, but Buffalo's VA Medical Center on Bailey Avenue has a new intensive care unit. WBFO's Marion Heatherly reports.
It began in April of 2014.
Hospital spokeswoman Evangeline Connolly says the 12,000 square foot ICU is 15 beds.
20.
And we're really doing a top-to-bottom renovation, and it's really going to make a difference in the environment for patients and certainly family members when they have this very specialized
I need one of those
care
little
for veterans.
Gone is the
spinny tea
institutionalized
things.
look of decades ago.
This is
It's definitely more
extremely
reassuring to
unprofessional,
see that it's more
but
like
then
a
again, I
home-like
am
type area as far as
DIY
paint and
mechanic.
colors, and it's not institutionalized look as
PJ's
what you might have
garage.
seen in the old days in a
That's
medical
right.
center. It's a lot more comforting. The aesthetics are definitely more
We don't use
comforting,
new
and you want to
gaskets
be
in
more
PJ's
comforted when you're in a hospital setting so that you have quicker healing time and can get back to home.
There's now also a new
We freeze
private
our
area
asses.
where families can discuss care with their physicians, as well as a new modern critical care documentation system to augment the hospital's electronic medical record system, which was adopted in the late 1990s.
Certainly when you have a building that's been in place since 1947, you do need to update throughout its time. And with medical care changing throughout the years as well, it is important to keep modernizing and updating for our patients to make sure that they reflect the current care.
Marion Heatherly, WBFO.
Support for NPR comes from Tire Rack, offering a tire decision guide to help customers find tires that fit their car
Now
and
we go over
driving
to
conditions.
17.
With a network of more than 7,000 independent installers,
I got a feeling this one's gonna be really short.
helping drivers find, deliver, install.
Oh, my toes.
Among Democrats here at the state capitol, there's a sense of excitement around the passage of the Reproductive Health Act, which codifies into New York state law federal protections under Roe v. Wade. But for Republicans,
Still
especially
jet
those who
lagged.
have been in control of the state Senate for years, it's a sign
Oh, not
they're
too
no
short.
longer calling the shots. Joining me with his thoughts about the change in Senate control as well as his own legislative priorities is Elmer Republican State Senator Pat Gallivan, thank you for being here. How are you?
My pleasure. I'm doing well. Happy New Year.
So to you as well. So it is a new world here at the state capitol. Have you ever been in the minority? I can't remember.
No, I was elected in November of 2010 and January of 2011 when the Republicans took back over.
So what are your observations?
I certainly understand
Chick show.
their
That's my
excitement.
observation right there.
And I understand they're wanting to get things done. My concern, though, is trying to do too much too soon. Kind of like the kid in the candy store that wants everything without regard to the consequences or what may or may not be good. I'll give you an example.
Oh, he's calling the kid.
Yearly voting. That was passed, and so be it. I was opposed to it, but that's our system, and I understand that.
You know,
I think
probably do this
it would be
faster.
threatens, though, to implement it this
Yeah.
year. Candidates have to be identified within the next month. Petitions have to go out. And there was no funding for it in the governor's proposed budget or even as proposed in the legislature. So this is something that they believe in. They're able to get passed. It's a philosophical thing, and I understand that, again, that is our system. But I think there has to be regard to the consequences. There has to be given to implementation and things of that
Because
nature.
men invented tools.
What about the RHA? That's happening today, Reproductive Health Act. I know you're not a supporter. How concerned are you?
Oh, I am concerned. I'm opposed to it. This is something that I would put in a little different category from what I just said.
the wrong one, huh?
Too soon. We've talked about this for years, but there hasn't been a vote. Very clear that the Senate Republicans blocked this. Some people want to portray this as a codification of Roe versus Wade. It's way beyond that. It is an expansion of abortion, period. And if they believe in that, so be it, but it should be portrayed the right way. I have a number of concerns with that. First, philosophically, I'm just opposed to it. When we start looking at these late-term abortions, these are people, we all know people that were born prematurely at 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, that are live human beings today. They would not have the opportunity to be alive today if abortion at late term was allowed back then.
Isn't it only in the case of the mother's health?
Well, interesting. Well, that's one of the ways that it can be done. Certainly, mother's life, I think that is somewhat generally accepted across the country by everybody. But what is a mother's health? We go look at court cases. What defines health? It's not defined in this legislation. Various court cases have defined health as financial health, mental health. What is health? You have a broken finger, a broken elbow, you're going to be poor and can't raise the child? I think that things like that are problematic, and it's very disturbing. Others raise concerns about New York's law is not constitutional.
Where is
Well,
that
it seems to
damn-
me it was not
Yeah, the ring's
constitutional,
probably
so we
down
will
in
challenge
here,
it
sticking to
at
the
this
bottom
point
of
in
it.
time.
What do you mean not constitutional?
Well, there are those, and I don't know why they
Willing
say
to
this,
bet.
but advocates for the reproductive health that say New York's laws regarding abortion are unconstitutional.
Because they're in the
next
penal code and not in the health code?
I don't know why, but what I would
11
say
and
is
11.
that they are constitutional, because if they were
Weird, they're right next to each
unconstitutional,
other.
they most
11, so...
surely would have been
Well, that's
challenged
why I
up to this
can
point.
underground.
The governor, my listeners, also wants to put this codification
Ten.
into
So here.
constitutional language and make it a constitutional protection here in New York State.
Yeah, I think that's a philosophical.
11 and 11B.
That again, I'm opposed to.
Oh,
But if ultimately
these
the
ones have
Supreme Court
washers
makes
on them. How
significant
nice.
changes into- if the
How
Supreme
important
Court says
that is.
something's unconstitutional, a state
Don't lose
can't
that.
do it. So I think it's more about whether it's in our law or in our constitution.
Wow, that's really-
I think it's
that's
a
crazy long.
philosophical issue, and I think that this is just simply going too far.
10-9.
What about pregnant women, where you have a case of a domestic violence case where the boyfriend or the husband might attack the woman with the sole intent to abort the baby, punches her in the stomach, stabs her in the stomach? What's the recourse for that? The death of the baby. There is none. Certainly,
That was
someone would
8.
say, oh yes, you can charge assault for the mother, but no repercussions for an 8.5-month-old living being. And for those, I don't know the science definition of when life starts, but I do know that I've been in the room with my wife when she's having her baby, and they take that sonogram out or the ultrasound, and you can hear the heartbeat for many, many months. And
7.
it's just troubling to me.
Labels.
There are some
7.
other issues on the table that I know are close to your heart as someone who worked in law enforcement for his entire life.
there are bail, speedy trial, and discovery reform issues that are coming up. Which are you most concerned about? The last time you were on, you were in the majority, and you were talking about bail reform.
I'm mostly concerned about the elimination of cash bail, and the reason for that is, first, I don't think it's necessary. There are, if I'm not mistaken, there are nine different
Grabbing all the
ways
washers
that a judge
too.
can require or secure an individual's appearance to come back before the court. Cash is just one of them. I think this is a matter of educating the judges and insisting that the judges use the things that are available to them
What time it
with
is?
an eye towards
Probably like 9
with an eye
o'clock.
towards keeping people out of prison whenever possible if they're not a danger to the community. I don't think the experience in New Jersey with the elimination of cash bail has went well.
Well, it needs more money to track the people who you're letting off on bail.
Well, that's an excellent point, and I was just concerned about the public safety end of it. But yes, you talk about the
Did I
possibility.
miss one? No,
essentially
this one's 4. That other one over there's 3.
pre-conviction probation, where they're supervised, or there's ankle bracelets, or things of that nature. That would be incredibly more expensive, as you discussed. But I'm concerned about that. In the area of discovery, I think speedy trial should be a concern of everybody. And we need reform in that area. I believe. The portion about discovery that I'm concerned with is the potential of the early identification of witnesses that in many of the cities, many of the gang-related activities that we see, there'd be even a greater reluctance for witnesses to testify, and I think more cases would go unsolved.
According to
3
those
and
folks who are proponents of
2.
discovery reform, the judge does have
Let's see where the oil goes.
the ability to address that kind of
I think it's draining.
concern about
Yeah,
witness in
it
gang
is.
or
It's
organized crime
2.
cases that the judge can actually say. No,
I think it said
hold
that
on.
the ones on the
I think
inside
goal
don't
would
have
be,
a washer.
we
Yeah.
wanna ensure that there
Oh
is a
my
level
god, that's so
playing
fucking
field,
gross.
that an
Let's,
individual who is accused of something has
leave
due
it, like,
process. The
there just so
foundation
it can
of
drain.
our criminal and our civil
Because I don't
justice
think I'm gonna
system. But we wanna
continue
do it in a way that doesn't
on any
jeopardize
further tonight because it
public
is
safety.
too
And
fucking
while I
cold.
don't know I
Where's
can't
all
rescind
that
every
oil
word
just
of
went into the
governor's
hole
proposal
and into the
for every word of
threads.
what's in it.
Oh,
If we can
Jesus.
accomplish those goals,
2
then I think that
and
reform is worthy, but we have to
1.
make sure that we're looking, we're
Alright.
trying to achieve this one goal without jeopardizing public safety.
Just kind of let them drain.
So I want to move on
Yeah,
to
look
another
at that.
issue,
Oh,
one that you're
Jesus.
more amenable to, and that
That's
is
crazy.
making the tax cap permanent.
That's fucking
And
wild.
this week they're supposed to have
Okay,
a
so,
vote on that. Are you
like I said, with a
going
little bit
to
of
vote
banging.
on it? Will you vote yes?
This,
I won't vote in favor,
so
but
it
I'd
should
like
come
to
off.
comment. I would
Easy
ask
peasy. A
if-
little
if
minimal amount of
sponsors
prying,
the
hopefully.
legislation try to entertain
Fucking oil all over this
some
bastard.
adjustments.
Oh, like what?
And
Well, I think when you look at,
I'd
first
like
of all,
to
there's inequities between the way the tax cap is
just
applied
take
to
off
school
these
districts
gloves really quick.
and cities, towns, villages, and counties. I don't think that that's.
Definitely gotta wear gloves when
appropriate
you're doing
that
this stuff, just because
So
it's
what
so
rules
fucking
should
gross.
apply?
Ah, I fucked it up. Alright, I need a new glove.
The biggest, most glaring one is when we look at our infrastructure
Maybe I
in
can
the
save
state,
this one.
and we have great needs with our infrastructure, obviously, it's
I
something
usually flip them
try to
inside
pursue
out,
in the budget all the
but
time. But we get these small
Nah.
communities and they have a capital cost of fixing a bridge
That
or
didn't work
fixing
out
a
so
road,
good.
and it blows their budget. And I think that the model that we have with
Save
schools where
it.
capital costs are excluded is a good model. So that's one of the areas that I would
Save
think
it.
need to be fixed.
Good.
The
Um,
pilot issue.
I was gonna show.
Got
Got those 2 drain there, but this is starting from 22. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11B, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All the way to 22. So I've got all of them, and the washers that are on the big boys. That's it. It's official. It'll come out. I'm gonna go inside because it's freaking cold, and maybe this will be one video or another. I don't know. So I'm gonna bust the case open. I just wanted to point out the there's 2 pry points that I found. One's in there. It's a little bit wider. Can fit the screwdriver tip right in. And there's this one, which I can barely get the tip in. But this one right here almost started to move the case just slightly. I think the Yamaha bond probably doesn't hold as tightly as a gasket does, because a gasket gets smushed and basically almost feels like it's glued together. But we're gonna see what I can get out of this here. I'm just
a carbonated soft drink as well as an energy drink.
Cold brew is beginning to find its way into fast food spots too. At McDonald's, it's marketed as
I wonder if that damn crankshaft is just going with it. I hope not. It's not supposed to.
He expects more fast food chains.
Oh, it just settled.
It's
And
just a matter of catering now to
what's
people's
connected
tastes.
here?
Hard to know if
There we go.
or when this whole cold
Yep.
brew craze will go cold.
There.
Whether one day folks will again or just a plain cup
Wonder what I
of
just
coffee
set it
served
on.
hot really hot. Cold brew
We gotta-
aficionado Ryan Melliker says
Wow.
right now,
Okay.
on the cold
The way I was looking and wondering, why the hell is that there like that? That just seemed kind of dubious. Okay, switch it around to the opposite side. That's this side, and right here is a little notch for it. So that's, well, I wouldn't have thought it would have been that way for like 40 years, but that's the way it's supposed to be. And you can see tons of shit that's underneath the pistons. I still don't see my little chunk of piston ring that I lost. Yeah, I know I broke the piston ring. And this end does not have the starter clutch in it. It is in the top end. That is your starter clutch. And that's your high vol chain. There's an O-ring right there. There's the weights for when you... Yeah. And I remember they said to get this out, the shaft out, you gotta remove that. I can still do that. That just holds the bearing on, I guess. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Wow, 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 wow. This is just interesting. Whew, these are the weights, huh? That's crazy. Crazy. Wow. I heard that you should replace these bearings, or these seals. They look like shit. I might take them out and just... Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna take them out to clean them and then reseal them at least. This is so interesting. So the book says to wedge a screwdriver into the notch right there and into the gear, and because I'm going to be turning it left, I want to get it, I believe, so that the screwdriver wedge is that way. That's what it says to do. I think that's why they got that notch there. It's like they planned it. I've already banged the tab flat. And we're going to see what kind of leverage it takes to do this. I got a 20, I got a, what the fuck is this? 27 millimeter socket on it. Oh shit. I don't like how it's grabbing my screwdriver. It already moved it. I don't like that. Huh. Is that really how it's supposed to get there? Oh man. I don't like how that looks.
Continues my behavior all the way out. And then when
Pushed it right out.
I hadn't put
I guess I need a bigger
together, you know,
fucking
so
screwdriver.
I still had a 17-year-old mentality. I got out.
Because it just pushes it up.
2 years, 10 months, and found myself back in jail.
Huh.
for
I need a longer screwdriver, I think.
And this
Or a
time,
wider
they had
one.
something for me, which was the 3-strike law. They said that, hey, when you went to jail when you were 17, yeah,
Nope.
it was one time, but there was 2
Nope.
convictions in that case.
I don't think I got the right size screwdriver. Let me do some investigating. Alright, I found a slightly bigger screwdriver. I can only hope it doesn't just come fucking flying out.
That was just a philosophy we had growing up.
Of course. Can't get much travel on this. See where it goes.
I'd rather die.
It's not moving.
Yes. And when it actually happened, it was an awakening in me. Like, I don't why is we living this time? You know, why are we living like we don't care? Because this is
Oh,
somehow
good angle.
grew up. Now,
I'm on a bad angle.
as an early teenager,
I got it. Stupid paper.
how do we know live the same lifestyle? You know, and when I was sitting in the county jail, you know,
That was me tapping the end of the screwdriver a little more.
myself from that whole way of life in that moment, you know, like I just walked away, you know, and as time went on, as years went on, I stuck to my guns. I was just done. I think
Got it.
maybe 14 years of my sentence, I went to San Quentin, and I got into this group. It was a restorative justice group, and we used to do like the healing circles. And it really wasn't until I got to the healing circle that I understood what it was like to be a survivor. Because in these circles,
I thought that was going to be a whole lot worse. I was prepared for getting out the impact drill. Fucking shit up. Alright.
What it was like being a survivor, what it was like being, and you really get a better understanding of your impact that you personally had on people in society. And it was one of them.
Yep, alright.
I guess you
That didn't
say,
fuck things up too bad.
moments where you just feel embarrassed about your previous conduct, even though you can't do nothing about your past. You just feel embarrassed
So,
about even.
just so you know, there's a washer,
victimizing anybody.
and then it goes
Give us an example of somebody
this,
who had been a victim of a crime similar to the one that you committed.
then it
And you
goes
feel this,
nut. And I'll always remember that the rusty side goes out. Except I'm going to clean this bitch.
So I'll give you an example. This
What did I
lady,
just
her
drop?
name was Claire, and it was one of the
Oh,
restorative
fuck.
justice symposiums.
Did I just drop something?
Symposiums, and
Eh, that'll happen.
had attended
Yeah, that'll happen.
a
Probably nothing.
party. He had just became a
Probably
paramedic
something
or something. And he
cracking
stayed in
over
the
here.
group,
Alright.
and he didn't get inside the club.
Moving on, I gotta answer.
volunteering in
Don't forget that behind that was a spacer. We don't want to forget things like that. It doesn't look like it goes any particular way. They're both beveled the same. Right now I'm trying to get this thing off. A little bit of a pain in the ass. You can kind of wedge something like in here and get a little bit of purchase on it. I got it off a little bit, but I hammered it back on because maybe I thought I was just pulling it off wrong. So I'm going to keep working on it. I might have to flip this over so I can pull that way a little bit, but you know, it'll come off. And I believe it's supposed to slide out that way. Well, I can reconfirm this I guess right now. Gently tap on the left end of the shaft with a plastic mallet from the left hand side. Lift up on the Hivo. And remove the starter clutch assembly. So you're supposed to bang over there and pull it out this way, because that's why that guy's hand is pulling that out. I could probably bang on it and it would pull this cover off, but I think they say remove 3 Allen bolts securing the left hand bearing support and remove it. It just says remove it. Like, pff, I'm supposed to be able to get that fucking thing off. Whatever. So anyway, I gotta try to get that off. Just because I don't like to leave things hanging loose without giving people a tip before they fuck something up. You could almost kind of start prying on it right here to get it off, but knowing that how brittle the fucking aluminum is, that right there probably would have broke. I got the screwdriver in at an angle like this and lightly tapped, and just started to get a little bit loose. I think I can still have to bang it a little bit more, but it's gonna come. It's gonna go. Now I can probably pry it a little bit right here. Back and forth action. It has an O-ring on it too. Big fucking O-ring. Yeah, she's coming. Pretty fucking amazing. How tight it's in there. Holy shit. I thought this was just holding the bearing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just holds the bearing. That bearing's still good. It's awesome. Cool. Yep. Yep. Oh, and I think there's a... set that down there. Oh, I thought that might have been a bushing or a spacer. Okay, so that means at this point you're supposed to just bang on that and fucking have at it. Okay. Drop shit.
Now Erline will be doing interviews with people like him who are transitioning back into society. Nigel is the professor of photography at California State University in Sacramento. She'll continue to do interviews inside San Quentin. Erline, I want to ask you about the final podcast you recorded in San Quentin, which was largely for your older brother Trevor and your nephew Tyler.
Move it on the left side.
Trevor has done 14 years of a 36-year
I don't think I'm
sentence.
supposed to pull it out like this, but
Your nephew, his son,
that's the way it came out.
Tyler, was born in 1994.
That's pretty fucking amazing.
At the time,
I guess these
your
are
brother
weights.
and your
or
nephew's mother,
washers
Tyra,
that
were
move.
living what you describe as a life of crime together.
Max said it
Trevor
was
was wanted
like,
and was on the run. Tyra got
you know,
arrested first
when
for
he hit it in the
kidnapping
first gear,
robbery.
gadoosh, that would be the sound you hear.
Tyra
Is
got
this right
arrested
here?
first for
It's
kidnapping
pretty
robbery,
incredible.
and she was sentenced to 17
Right.
years.
Sit
And then
aside.
Trevor was arrested when their son,
And lift
Tyler,
up
was
the
10. Tyler was sent to live with extended
this
family.
out.
So you
High low
recorded
chin over
interviews
it.
with Trevor and Tyra
And
talking about how difficult it is to
there you
maintain a
go.
relationship
You
with your
got
child when you're
one
incarcerated,
fucked
and how
up
difficult
starter
it is
clutch.
to help them stay
And
out
right
of
there
trouble.
I can see
And,
that's
so
corroded.
I want to play
That
an
one's not
excerpt
too
of
bad.
And
Oh, they
Trevor,
punched it. Wow.
your brother,
Holy shit.
speaks for
I don't wonder why they punched it. Probably so it doesn't come out. Jeez, it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
And
Oh,
he began acting
and this
out.
comes apart. Whoa. Whoa.
I just seen him slip.
Alright, well there ain't anything in there that's gonna come out.
I wasn't there to
And
snatch
that
him up.
gear actually looks pretty fucking rusty. I think I might need to clean it. I'm looking in here. See the rust that's on that shit? That really makes me think the springs in it must be pretty fucked. Yeah. So, whatever. This actually doesn't look too bad. And that's what the starter clutch sticks to. Oh. I think. I don't know how the hell this works. Yeah, it sticks to that.
Don't be out there doing no robberies, none of that stuff. That stuff carries 17 years. I told him that.
Yeah, it looks rusty in there, man. That means those springs are probably fucked. Shit. Alright, well. Time to get down to business.
On November 19, 2013.
Oh, here. There's another little piece of the piston ring. How wonderful. I'm glad that I
I used
found
to
it.
work for the captain at CIW.
Now I'm gonna look into the instructions in the manual and figure out what it is I'm supposed to do to this.
The captain comes in. He says,
Feels like it grabs it pretty
I need
good,
to
but
speak with you.
oh well, no, that's not. That doesn't move. Never mind. All right, gonna look into the instructions. So I'm taking a peek at this.
I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know what's happening today and right now. So
And starter clutch.
and I think
And
that's a shared
I thought I was gonna pull out the springs and see that they were like completely covered in rust or whatever. But so far, they look pretty damn okay. I don't even think it's that dirty. I thought it was gonna be fucking filthy.
If you're just joining us, my guest
These little things are okay. I don't know how awesome the spring is supposed to be. But it looks fucking brand new. Clean. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to be or how much force it's supposed to have on it. It looks pretty clean inside. You know, the area for them to move out and push in. It all looks pretty okay. You know, I just don't understand why it wasn't working good. The only thing I'm thinking is, well, given how this looks, this gear is like coated in rust. The only parts that aren't coated in rust are the surfaces that had, you know, stuff on them. And this is actually almost perfectly smooth. I think it's like perfect. Probably just got too damn dirty, and it sits in like a puddle of, well, no, it doesn't sit in a puddle of anything. It just had shit on it. So I'm in an impasse where I ask myself, should I buy a new set of springs or just get a new used one, get it, and then just find that it's, yeah, exactly the same, you know? It's kind of iffy. Seems to be fine to me. There's a test that it says in there. It says when you're reinstalling it, it says to spin the assembly fast, clockwise, and stop the starter gear assembly. Stop the gear suddenly. The clutch body should continue spinning momentarily. Repeat the operation, spinning the assembly clockwise. Yep, clockwise. The clutch body should stop at the same time as the gear. Here these tests fail to perform correctly, the roller mechanism is at fault. So, I guess that's the test. Should have done that while it was in there, but I'm able to get a feel for it if I put the shaft in it and see what the hell it does. I could just stick the clutch basket on it and see what the hell it does. But it only says to look in there and inspect, you know, to see if the surfaces are worn or whatever. Damaged components. Check each Allen bolt for tightness. If they are loose, remove them and replace them. I doubt that these are loose. That ain't loose. Ain't loose. No, that ain't loose. You don't have to take that apart. So, you know, that shit doesn't have anything to do with it. Wonder why it has little notches in it though. Seems strange. So I'm just gonna clean it out really good and go for it. Alright. I'll try to do a test. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I remember to turn this video upside down because I'm shooting the camera upside down. So I put the springs back in after cleaning out the areas, and I had used one of my airbrush cleaners, and the hole where the spring and the pin go, I cleaned it out pretty good with WD-40 to get crud out or whatever might have been in there, because it looked slightly rusty on the inside, and I thought, well, maybe, you know, chunk's getting hung up in there that way. And this, you know, it's pretty darn springy. I'm not sure if one's sticking out maybe more than the other. Kind of feel like if you take a look at this one sticks out further than this one and this one, because as I was putting this together, I happened to realize that what I was doing to hold the spring down was I was able to put this in so that I could hold the spring in when I put in the plug, or whatever you want to call that. And on this one, I couldn't get it in all the way. So something is slightly up with this. Why would, and I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, these ones not stick out as far.
You're being absolutely facetious, aren't you, Peter? Yes. Yeah, why? What does this cut mean for your members?
This one goes in that far. Well, I guess it does if you push it in. That one doesn't move at all. It doesn't come out as far. Could be kind of like that. Alright, could just be my imagination. You know? Just a strange operation. That's supposed to grab.
It really goes directly to their property taxes, and in many
This
cases,
one, that one turns really easy. That one doesn't. That one does. That one does. Yeah, so, you know, it turns.
Membership, Jerry. Well, the first thing I would like to say is that
I was not quite positive on the operation of this.
And typically we get information
A
from
little
the state as to what we should plug
worn in there, right there.
health insurance, pension
I guess
costs,
that's
things of that
probably
nature.
normal.
So we've
Probably
adopted
normal.
these budgets. Now we're in the middle of the budget cycle.
Nothing about
And
this
all
looks
I'm saying
weird.
to my members is
Swear to
what we're
God.
supposed to do now. We budgeted for this. The state
As far as
never
I know, this
notified
is
us. They never
a good
contacted
working
us. They
starter
never told
clutch.
us this could be coming. And so this,
Well,
if this goes through, it could be a layoff of personnel, a reduction of services.
maybe I'll post
Communities who need it the most.
something
Just
about.
for your listeners, this would be like if your mom gives you $1 for your lunch every day
That
for
little
10
bit of a
years,
pin
and then all of a
kind of
sudden
stops
she
it from
said,
turning
"I'm not giving you
sometimes.
$1 for lunch."
I think that that's how the star clutch works. That one stops. This one stops.
The governor is now treating towns and villages as second-class
That one.
citizens. We're
There it
unequal
grabs.
partners in the fabric of the state of New York. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, they're taking away this unrestricted aid and leaving it for the others.
Alright, I'll try to put it on the shaft and see what happens. Alright, so now I'm getting tired and I think I got a piece of metal in my thumb and I can't fucking find it. I might just cut it. I don't understand. It just hurts. I put the shifter on here, and this is the way it's oriented when it's on the bike, so it's pretty normal. And I put it into first. You know, obviously the gears move now. That's pretty fucking normal. That means that I believe this is first. I think I know because that moves this fork and engages this dog with this dog. Got me? So, first. I can't push down far enough. It's in first. I know that that's a neutral notch. This is a strange way that it works, but I've seen these before. Usually it's on this side, but it's all the way over here. So now, this is engaging this gear. So I believe this is the first. So if I go back into neutral, you'll see the fork moves it out. Or, oh, it engages this one to this one. My bad. Because that's the dog, and it goes into the slot. And so if I go into second, that pushes this one into here, which means that it's engaging this gear. This is attached to this, so this dog goes into here. It's my understanding that there should be a washer that's between here and here, and that would make it connect together better. I don't think anything else connected. I'll just bring it back into neutral to see. I swear it looks like it's really good, like it's connecting good. I don't think this has the second gear issue going on with it. I'm gonna keep holding the camera upside down. As you see, as it connects, it really gets in there pretty good. I don't think there's any more play that I can eliminate, but I did hear that there's a washer right there. There's a washer, and I think you put it on the other side of the gear, because right here there's a little bit of play in it. So if you removed it here, that's not going to move the distance of the fork for this, but it's going to push the gear over just a little bit this way. So I think that's something that I can do. Yeah. I'm surprised how loosely that is in there. These all kind of float around just a little bit. It's kind of amazing. So yeah. Oh, that's why it won't go in, because if it doesn't line up, that's why it would go in. I can see it gets quite a bit of contact. I can't believe that there would be enough force in here, enough slop to make it not fucking work. Trying to get it to go into third. Might not. Uh-oh. Being a fucking retard. Pulling shit off. Anyway, I'm not going to quit dicking around with it before I start losing things. It said that I have to obviously remove the shift assembly. Take off the circlip. I probably don't need to take off that circlip. I don't remember if it showed it or not. It just said to remove a couple things. The guy showed the guy pulling it out. Yeah, you don't have, you can just take that off. So this is the circlip they were talking about. This one right here. That means I'll need to disconnect some shizzle here, and I'm gonna make a good video of that so that I don't lose place of where things are, because this is fucking complicated. Ooh yeah. Alright. So until next time.